Can you feel it? Can you feel the excitement? Because we got the one and only, all hail, David Harrigan. This is David Harrigan's Artist Celebration. This is so amazing. That not only is he's done over 100 covers for Coffin Comics. He's a great guy, funny guy, great. He's David Harrigan. What can you say? So without further ado, let's bring him on. The one and only superstar, all hail, David Harrigan. Here we go. Woo, yeah. How you doing, David?
Good. How are you doing? How's it in Phoenix or Phoenix, Arizona?
It is doing good. It is still cool. I love it. How's it out there? You're in Albuquerque, right? New Mexico?
Yeah. Oh, it's actually been very cold the past few days. We actually had snow a couple days ago, and they're supposed to actually warm up this weekend, thank God, because I'm tired of snow.
Snow, wow. Yeah, we don't have that problem here in Arizona, especially Phoenix. Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
How do you spell Albuquerque backwards?
Oh, jeez.
All right, stop. That's all right. Awesome. So, folks, right now, on the store, Coffin Comic Shop, right now, it's added to the stream. We've got all your new exclusives. Let's hype it up. Check it out. And this is what we're here about. We're celebrating your artwork with over 100 covers. We got a brand new image on here. We have some other images that were sold out in the past. Only limited folks were able to get it, so we're offering it again. But let's talk about this new image we like to call Control. What can you tell us? This is like a different, you know what's also exciting about your artwork? You've got, you do so many different styles. It's just kind of like cartoony. That's not even as cartoony as you can get. You even get like, that's almost in between, and then more of the realistic. So amazing. Very hyper talented.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, it's the artist in me. I always like to try and do different things, and sometimes I'll get kind of antsy if I'm doing something in a certain way for too long, and I try and experiment and try new styles and new techniques, and it's funny because sometimes I'll be at a convention and I'll have like my display up and different prints and everything, and I'll have some people say, "Oh, are these all the same artist?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's all me. I just do different crap whenever I feel like it." Kind of like I kind of not saying that I'm as awesome as the band, but think of a Queen, where they kind of just did whatever they wanted at the time, and that's kind of my artistic viewpoint is however I feel at the time is how I'm going to draw. And so the new piece, the Control piece, is actually very interesting. So we were batting back ideas, me and Brian, for the artist event, and he was like, "Hey, can you try doing something a little different, doing this, doing more of a rendered, soft, no line art kind of image?" And of course, immediately the artist in me is like, "Oh, hey, this is something new and different that I haven't tried yet." I mean, the last time I tried doing anything like this was probably like in high school, and it didn't go very well. So I was like, "All right, yeah, it's a challenge. It's something new. Yeah, I'll go for it." So did some research. I actually talked to a friend of mine, Andrew Sanchez. I'm going to give him a shout out because he really helped me out. He's really good at graphite pencil drawings. And so I asked him, like, "Dude, can you just kind of show me some tips and tricks on how to work my way through this?" And he showed me some few things, and I really loved the way the piece came out. And so now the challenge is taking these new skills and seeing where it goes from here, pushing it into a new direction, and blending some of what I've already done in with this. And so it's going to, I mean, the next, I said the next year or so is going to be kind of an interesting learning phase. And it's going to be some trial and error. I'm sure I'm going to hit some, speed bumps along the way, but I'm excited to see what is around the corner for the old ARTASSASSIN.
So it seems like with interviewing all the great artists that we work with here at Kaufman Comics, it seems like that seems to be the same mindset of like constantly learning, constantly. No one ever says, I figured it out, I'm done. Everyone says, I keep going, I keep pushing myself, I keep striving. I got to ask you, are you a fan of Anthrax?
Oh, yeah.
The band Anthrax?
Yes.
Skydian by chance at all?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
or Dimebag Darrell?
Yeah, this wasn't like inspired by him, but yes, I am a big Anthrax fan. Yeah.
All right, hey, I just noticed something behind you. Looks like behind you on the wall. Is that the 100th cover?
Yep, that is. Yeah, so that's the 100th cover I did. Of course, I wanted to frame it and put it up. And then something you guys can't see is I have over on this wall here. I can turn this a little bit, I'm sure, and you can see some of the other covers that I did. So those ones were actually real early covers when I was first starting with Coffin, and I just have them up on the wall as kind of as a reminder of where I started and where I can go, and then of course this one is just really important to me. I mean, hitting a benchmark like that is when I think about 15 or so 16 years ago, was I ever going to work in comics? I had no idea. Oh, those boxes, I love those boxes.
Yeah, speaking of the control artwork, I forgot. And these should not sell out because we have quite a few. I think well, we'll find out.
Well, I'll take as many of those as I can so I can fit my own Lady Death collection in those.
Yeah, these are great. And the best part of these, it's not the Velcro, it is the magnet.
Oh, so yeah.
They'll never wear out, and it's so great. So, okay. Speaking, actually, I saw this one up on the wall. So this one has been around before, but this is we offered the Virgin art. Doesn't have the. It's great for if they're still available. Perfect place for a remark, right there. If you can get one, if it's sold out, I think those are sold out. And then we got the holofoil, first ever holofoil version of this. I love this is like once again another. More of a realistic, cartoony style, like a combination of both. And folks love this. We had a comic shop market version of this.
Remember that.
And it was limited. I don't know what it was limited to. Under 4,000 at least, Yeah. But that sold out so quick, and it was like, folks just love this image. And so I'm so happy that we're able to offer it again with the new editions. What can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, that one was, the very first version of that was actually an F13. So there's only 13 of them that were made. And that one's always like, people will ask me about that one. I was like, I definitely don't have any copies of those.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember if that was my idea or Brian's idea. Because we always, when we start talking about new covers, we'll throw ideas back and forth, and so that one I don't really exactly remember whose idea that was, but that was definitely a favorite of mine. I think a favorite of Brian's too, and that's something I got to revisit. I definitely have to go back to the rockabilly world and do maybe with the new skills I learned with the graphite to do more of a realistic rockabilly version, a new one if people want it.
I saw on Sworn Nation you're also a member of Sworn Nation, so anyone watching, make sure to go on the Facebook. We have the Sworn Nation group. Everyone there, all the fiends, all the sworns are there. David Harrigan is there, and you got to answer all the questions. Just answer them all and you automatically get in. Folks I forget, you did you did that one rockabilly one when she's like in the graveyard.
Yeah.
About that. Love that one. That was so great. And you had the one version with the zombie coming up. You're rock. So how do you get your influence on rockabilly? Do you like rockabilly music? Are you
I love the fashion style behind it. There's some rockabilly music I like, but the style is just awesome. funny thing, so I actually did, I think, a version of the graveyard one where she's wearing the coffin T-shirt or the skull T-shirt. When I was throwing around ideas, I actually did one with her wearing a Calabrese shirt.
You know what? This reminds me of Crybaby, starring young Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah,
it kind of looks like the Tracy Lords character now that I look at it more, and that's a great movie. Oh, okay, so we have the other one. This one, I think there's a hell version of this.
Yeah.
Oops. Uh-oh. I better cover that up. What's the story on what's the story of this one? This is another super popular image as well.
That was another, the two set. There was a Heaven and Hell version. And I know Brian, the thing I really remember about this one was I loved Brian's reaction when I showed it to him. I mean, he really was on the email. He was like emphatic, caps and exclamation points and everything. And I was like, wow, that's anytime you get like a real strong reaction from, a publisher or Brian, whenever you're submitting something, that's what you want. That's what I always strive for. At least I want to be able to submit something to him and he responds back with a wow or, amazing or something like that. Because he's got such a great eye for art and, so knowing that you get that kind of reaction out of him is, I chalk that up as a plus.
That's a win for sure. Yeah, he's such a great art director, and he works with so many. Yeah. And he has great taste. If you like the dark and macabre, he's got it down. He knows exactly what's good. So yeah, I would take that as a win for sure. So this is the first time we're offering, I believe, first time we're ever offering folks doing remarks on holofoil, on the holofoil covers. So it's really exciting. You're going to come here. You're going to experiment with your new. You mentioned you had like new paint. Tools that you
because some of these covers have different textures on them and everything, and especially when somebody sends you like a comic that they want you to remark and you're not familiar with it, you're like, okay, Sharpie is always kind of a good go-to. But if it's a dark cover, a black Sharpie is not going to really show up on it. So I really tried to experiment with different kinds of, paints and pens. I think this is Moscow or one of these pens. There we go. Molotov. Yeah, Molotov pens.
That's huge.
Yeah, the nib on this is like huge for like putting out, big swashes of white. And then, I got these Poscas, which I've used the white ones before for highlights on drawings and everything. But this is a multicolored set. So I figured I'd bring that and bring a couple other things and try them out, see what works. And
because you can use this mock-up and you can test it out. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see the first ever David Harrigan remarks on that. So folks who do not know, let's just pull this up real quick. On here, you have the option. So let's just go back to, let's see. Well, that one is sold out, the remarks. Down here, so this holofoil, the holofoil is sold out, but then you can get the remarked version right here. And there's only a few of those because you only have so much time, so you can't remark everything. So we'll only offer a few of each of those. So if it says remarked by David Harrigan, it's got the add-on price, and then you can order that. And obviously these ones, the official remark, have the perfect paper that the artists love to use. It's got that, do what you call, but yeah. And then so just look there for the that's what the difference is. We've got the standard and then the remark option on there. So jump on that before they all sold out. Most of them are sold out. Oh, and okay, this one just finally sold out. Like 2 seconds ago, we looked at it and it was not sold out. So let's look at one more thing here, and then I want to show off your remarks that you did. So this image.
Oh yeah.
So happy we brought this one back again as the Virgin Art edition, because this one I believe it's sold out, but this would be perfect to remark up here once again. But this was like a Phoenix Comic-Con one, and I believe this is like one of them I was working the booth at, and this sold out real quick back then. And we had the posters. All I could sell was the posters, but I don't know. And we did several images of this, and each of them were killer. And I loved it. Like I remember you had the woodsy like Norse goddess type thing, and then like the winter one. So what's the story on this iconic David Harrigan Halloween image?
I actually remember where I was when I drew that. When I came up with the concepts for it, I was actually at Colorado Springs Comic-Con, and it was kind of there was kind of a lull in the show. Neil Adams was right across from me, and Neil Adams is Neil Adams, so they had he had tons of people that were just swarming that area. And so I was like, okay, well, let me get some work done. And I was coming up with ideas for these Halloween images. And yeah, I came up with these small little thumbnails. And I think the first one I did was actually the pagan witch version, which is the one with the horns.
Yeah. That was awesome.
And then I showed that to Brian, and then he was like, oh, hey, can we do, and then we started talking back and forth and doing like a regular Halloween, kind of traditional Halloween witch, and then the bruja, more of a Spanish Mexican witch with the snake.
Yeah.
And yeah, those ones were those ones I really enjoyed. And then there was another 3 set that I did even earlier than that, which was also a very like a solstice kind of themed, where she's laying in leaves.
Oh yeah, and that was you too.
Yeah,
you do so many amazing ones. Holy cow!
So that was another fun set. But yeah, the witch one is always been really popular. It's just kind of, sometimes when you're working on a piece and a piece of artwork, and all the pieces just kind of fall into place as you're doing it, and you're just like, okay, this is when those moments happen as an artist, you're just like, this is great. You can't wish for a better flow when you're doing things.
So I know you seems like you have a great taste in music, and like you're always finding new bands, posting about new bands you discover. Is anything have you been ever inspired by like a song you're listening to and you're like, oh, this is making me want to draw
this
or that?
Yeah, actually, one of the new bands that at least, I mean, new for me, that I recently discovered actually during the pandemic, it's a band called Lucifer. I think it's out of Germany, and they have a really kind of very 70s kind of sound to them, which is where I've been kind of gravitating lately with my music tastes.
Yeah.
Kind of a Black Sabbath-y kind of thing. And they put out just recently a cover of Tom Waits' Dust in the Ground. And it's just, listening to it is like absolutely amazing. And it makes me want to do, what's up, dude? It's my son. It makes me want to do something based off of that, some kind of graveyard scene. I've always, ever since I was in high school, very heavily influenced by music that I listened to into what I draw. And I mean, like, I think it was listening to, it might have actually been that that ice cover. That's the holofoil one, on the metal one that is for sale. I was listening to a lot of more kind of like Celtic metal music for inspiration. So yeah, no, totally. Music, it plays and sometimes I'll even get like stuck, creatively, and I'll either, sort of just start listening to music, or I'll play some guitar. And yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
And
I forgot. Yeah, I don't have that mock-up right here. Yeah, that's the metal. Not offering this one as the metal version.
that's the metal version. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll start, it'll just start, loosening up some of the creative block. Actually, I found recently playing guitar actually really helps loosen up that creative block.
Man, you're very creative. That's. Oh, you know what? That remind me. All right. So tell folks what does being sworn mean to you? I'll review right back.
Oh, okay. So being sworn to me, this is just me. Fiend Nation is, I consider it a family. It is probably the biggest group of the most loyal and caring people that I know. Absolutely amazing group of people. And when I think of being sworn, I think of it being not only sworn to the Lady Death movement, the comic books, the lifestyle, but sworn to each other, looking out for your fellow fiend. I mean, I've seen just, I don't always post on Sworn Nation because I just, sometimes I just
You're
don't
busy
have the
dude.
time or don't really have anything I feel like important to say, but I see what other people do in there. And I see people, just constantly doing things for other people just because, because it's a family. And, for me, I mean, like I said, sworn is family. That's what it means to me.
So speaking of just doing nice things for other people, you sent us these shirts. We're going to tip in 10 of these. So everyone, make sure when you put your place your order, put in your size because we only have a limited number of size. So we're going to randomly pull these based off of the sizes. So if we have your size and you get pulled, we're going to send you one. So we got these. And I love this shirt. I love wearing this one. I posted that in Sworn Nation, me wearing this. Sent it to everyone over here, not just me, unfortunately. But they're awesome shirts. And you sent the balance of these that you did for everyone for the Sworn Nation in there. What can you tell us about this? Shirt?
So when I originally did that image, it was printed up as a cover for Fiend Fest. The original idea I had in my mind when I drew it up is I wanted it to be a T-shirt, and so I love everybody at Coffin headquarters, and you guys are all just amazing. Some of the nicest people in the world, and you guys bust your asses. So for Christmas, I always try and do something nice for you guys. So I was trying to come up with ideas. And I was experimenting with some T-shirt designs for my own non-Lady Death artwork stuff. And I thought, maybe I could just do like a kind of a cool, take that design and just make it into like a T-shirt just for the Coffin crew. And so then I said, okay, let me just make this like a band tour T-shirt, so that, like, if somebody was like walking down the street and they didn't know Lady Death was, they're like, oh, that band sounds cool, man. So I came up with the logo design up top, and then on the back, I was thinking, 2021, we're going to be getting out of this whole pandemic phase and start trying to get back to normal. So I said, okay, let's make it a world tour. And so I started putting down, coming up with names for cities and things to put on this world tour, this fictitious world tour. This is not really happening. So I wanted to make sure that
Japan. Come on, let's do it.
Well, I wanted to make sure that people knew that it was kind of like a gag. So I started putting in, there's fake cities in there. Like, there's Hawkins, Indiana for all your Stranger Things fans, Rivendell, New Zealand for your Lord of the Rings fans.
Yeah.
There's Springfield and Shelbyville for all the Simpsons fans.
Shelbyville.
Yeah, and some other ones. Of course, I put them right next to each other. So that's more of a Shelbyville idea. Just something kind of special for you guys. And then, I had some leftovers from the print run because had to do like a certain amount. And so I was like, hey, you know what? Let's offer them up as bonus items for this little event here, and it'll go to a lucky fiend out there, and they can enjoy it.
Yeah, which was totally awesome. So when Brian told me that, I was like, oh, that's so awesome. Because I saw folks, when I posted that picture thanking you for that shirt, people were like, where can I get one? I want to get one. So here we go. Now you can get one for free, just for
free.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to have the right size, and we still have some left.
Yeah.
It's very, you'll be very lucky if you get one of these. So, all right, so we're offering the official remarks. Looks like I'm pretty sure they're all sold out now, but we can still get remarks on some of the books. So let's show people some examples of the remarks you've done. You mentioned you happen to have some there.
Oh, the official ones?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll show some of my favorites. Now, let's see here.
I love how these books turned out with the holofoil. I always love holofoil books because it just makes the artwork just pop.
So this is one I did on one of the Rockabilly ones, and I really like the concept on this one, and I'm actually want to kind of rework this to see if I can do something like a cover like this. So for the Rockabilly ones, I tried to keep the sketches either rockabilly themed or kind of fashion themed, and sometimes kind of retro of that period kind. So I had this idea of just her with these barrel curls just pulled up. She's got tons of hair.
Yeah.
On top of her head, and then so I've been while I've been working on these for background noise and stuff, we've been marathoning Ink Master, and it's actually kind of put me in a really great creative spot where I've been I kind of get this, when they're trying to get things done, these tattoos done in 6 hours, in the back of my head I'm hearing, okay, I've got a little bit of time left. Okay, I've got to get this done. But also just creatively, it's kind of been inspiring. And so I threw in an American traditional skull and dagger tattoo on her arm. So, and I'm excited. I'm going to get a new tattoo here soon. I'm working on that.
Whoa, you're going to design it yourself?
Oh, no. I've got a rule about I don't put my own artwork on tattoos. I don't design my own tattoos. It's it's superstitious, I guess. I'd rather leave it up to the tattoo artist to come up with everything because they know better than I do. This was one one of the witch ones so for the witch ones, I kept it Halloween themed or witch themed.
Yeah.
So I did her as a Slytherin.
Yeah, I love that one. It took me a while to catch on when I saw that. I was like, wait, that's a Harry Potter thing.
Yeah. So did hers in Slytherin outfit, of course. Let's see, what's other?
Get it today. They're selling out fast.
Oh.
I'm not sure if these are going to last over the weekend. The word's getting out.
Oh, okay. So this one's one of my favorite ones from the witch ones. And this is actually a concept I was drawing out, and I may still do this as a cover because so I did it's a Jack Skellington inspired.
Whoa! Did not see that one yet. Wow, that is cool.
Let's see, going through. Let's see here. Trying to find ones that I could show without, because there are a couple, racy ones on there.
And what else? I was thinking about this too. The remarks. It's really cool if the remarks is almost like trading cards too, because you're not sure what you're going to get. When you get it, you could also trade. And like Sworn Nation is really cool. Like I've seen people like, you know, if they get the mystery envelopes, they'll trade. So even with this, they could trade different versions if they like really have the heart on something, so they could just to trade back and forth. So it's another element of the collecting that that's awesome with these official remarks, and also the other remarks that you're doing too on there.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil too much, so I'll just show one more here. Because I think this one was actually, you guys showed this in the advertisement. So a little Playboy bunny.
Yeah, I love that one. Gotta love the Playboy bunny.
And I gotta say, the cover stock for these sketches was absolutely just wonderful to work on. It really just soaked up the ink so well, and everything blended nicely. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that was by design. Brian O'Brien, he's searching for the right ones, and I think Don McTagg actually, when he used it once, he said like, "This is perfect for drawing." So he's just like, "Okay, we got it. We're gonna make sure that the artists are taken care of. So when they do the official remarks, they can nail it and just set you up to win." And obviously, you're winning on those. Those are just amazing. Can't wait to see what the other folks get, and they post, and we see what gets out there, and also with the remarks too. Yeah, to see what you do, like when people, you know, I'm assuming you're gonna like kind of fit in remarks here and here or wherever you can on the book. So that's gonna be really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
See that. All right, so if anyone has any questions, post it right now. We'll throw it out to David, the Art Assassin. Let's see. Oh, well, we got Blade here. He loves your work.
Thank you, Blade. I appreciate that.
And let's see. Oh, we got John saying, I was fortunate to grab 2 remarks. Can't wait to see the covers.
Nice.
He's a quick strike on that one.
Thank you, sir.
Nate ordered my Virgin Scorched Earth with remarks. Super excited. Woo, yeah. He's in the know. So, folks, where's the other thing? So you might be wondering, how are people able to jump on this so quickly? They're also signed up to the mailing list, and they can also get on this. You can text SWORN to 484848, and you'll get the mail, the drops and everything right away. Just wanted to mention that because some folks get disappointed when they miss out on that. Let's see. So we're Art Assassin. Tell us about that. Where'd you come up with that name?
So years and years ago, back when the Earth cooled, before my life as an artist, I was a photographer, and just messing around with some of the other photographers I worked with, we were coming up with kind of cool, like edgy art names and everything. And so I had come up with this name, Photo Assassin, and the catch line was, "If looks could kill." So I'm the Photo Assassin. I had little business cards made up and everything, and that's what I'd hand out to people for, take their pictures and stuff. And I started, I think it was like 1999, 2000-ish area. I started getting back into drawing. And the internet was really coming into its own. And I started drawing some kind of pin-up-y kind of characters. And there was a website. So there's a video game series called Dead or Alive. It's real popular back in the day. And I started drawing some of the characters, and there was a fan site that was posting artwork of all these fan art of all these characters. So I thought, hey, I'll submit something to this this fan site. And the guy really loved it, and he was like, hey, just letting you know, don't use your real name, use a pseudonym of some kind. And so I was like, well, I got the Photo Assassin thing, I'll just switch it to Art Assassin. And it was meant to be like a temporary kind of thing. And I was like, I'll change it later. And it just kind of took off, and it stuck. So it actually, it started as a 2-word thing, and then it got condensed into Art Assassin, just one whole word. And before I knew it, it was just kind of like Frankenstein's monster. It just kind of became its own thing, and I was like, I'm just going to let it. It is its own beast right now. And what's funny is that every once in a while, I not so much in the last like 4 or 5 years, but I was getting requests from people who wanted to buy the name and because they wanted to use it, and I'm like, no, I'm still using it. I mean, although people still know me, know me more as just being me, but the Art Assassin's still kind of my thing. It's like look, I spent money on that lady logo thing there. I can't sell the name now.
Yeah, well, the name is very fitting because you do kill it every time with these covers and your artwork. That is for sure. So we got one question here. What will the standard, this is from John, what will the standard remarks look like? Have you decided yet, or are you going to figure it out when you come to HQ and start doing the standard ones?
I'm probably going to figure out when I get there, but most likely it's going to be like a Lady Death face. I mean, they're going to have to be something, quick and something I can get them done. But also knowing myself, I want them to look nice. So it's really going to be an experiment just to see what I can get done in a little area. And
right here.
I mean, I may the baby a couple colors.
I guess this one. Can you do colors over colors? So, or do you have to do only colors on like white background?
Well, and that's going to be part of the experiment. I mean, these pens I've got that I bought for this thing, I mean, they're supposed to be, they're acrylic, opaque. You're supposed to be able to use them on anything.
Right here.
Maybe. So that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, it'll be an experiment. We'll work it out. And then once I get something that I think, okay, this is going to look cool, then we'll start banging those things out.
That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to have you here and like watch you work and some photos of you doing your thing. That's going to be pretty awesome. So that's another reason why Brian has created the official remark to give you the full area, the white background, so you can just fully go nuts and do a full remark. Technically, though, I kind of think what you're doing there is more than a remark. It's actually like almost a sketch cover condensed.
Yeah, well, the problem for me is, and this has always been, one of my problems is I always want stuff to look nice. And even with like some of the artwork that I do for like the actual comic book covers, I get very obsessive over them, and I'll rework things over and over and over again. It's probably more than I should. It's probably not healthy, but because I know these comics are going into fans' hands, not only Lady Death fans but also my fans, I want them to look good. And I want people to be happy when they get them. I want people to get them and be like, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to keep this forever. So I want them. So I'm putting a lot of work into those official remarks.
So it sounds like you're not a jaded artist yet. So that's great. You still care about the fans and taking care of everybody. That's awesome. And I can't wait till you're the mean jaded artist with your drink in your hand and just I'll just draw they'll give me $1,000 for drawing on a bar napkin. But
hopefully I'll get to that point sometime where I can just be like, just do a quick little thing and ask for $5,000 for it, and then go back to my hole and drink whiskey.
Here we got from Nate here. That's why we love David. His dedication to the art and the fans. Yeah.
Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that.
We got Brandon here. Sorry, late to the party. Had to work today, so I'll spend my lunch with you guys. Oh, okay, that's no problem. Here's another one. Okay, Judd. Late to the party, but I was lucky enough to grab an All Hallows Evil Virgin Art remarked standard. Oh, hell nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
Got to be quick. If you're not first, you're last. Here's from Josh. I'm not sure what this means. Thanks for the flowers, Dave. Oh,
Josh.
For Josh. Okay.
Yeah.
Send you some positive energy, Josh.
Yeah.
So Matthew, hey David, great to see you, buddy. Miss you seeing you at cons.
Matt. Oh, Matt's awesome. Yeah. He's another comic creator, creative Spiral Mind. I used to see him all the time at conventions and everything. Super nice guy. I don't know if you're still in Texas, El Paso. I mean, used to be, but anyway, great guy. Check out Spiral Mind if you ever get a chance. Good guy.
Okay, here's a quick friendly reminder from Coffin Claws. You can't trade on Sword Nation. Just a friendly reminder, please don't sell or trade on Sword Nation. Just share your love of comics, and no politics, no religion, no teaching, no sharing, or just sharing your love of comics. We just want to keep it as a fun place.
Yep.
Once again, Bob, love that you're offering this box this time. So yeah, that's so great that having that box. These always sell out whenever we offer the comic boxes. So I'm so happy we've got the exclusive one for this weekend with your artist celebration with this brand new art called Control.
I love those things, man.
So great. Okay, looks like it's about your time. Like, I can never have enough time with David Harrigan. That's so let's see. When we wrap it up, I have some pretty goofy questions here. I just want to ask you real quick. So What else? Any other weird superstitions you have besides not drawing your own tattoo art? Anything else that you have to do before you start drawing?
Not that I know of. When it comes to, I don't really have like a drawing like space. I mean, I've got like this area here, which you can't really, people who watch my Dork Night show on Fridays, I do a lot of art here, but I'll draw on the couch, I'll draw on the floor. I'll draw with TV. And, oh, okay, there's something. I like to have something on in the background when I'm drawing, either music or TV. I don't know why, but it helps me kind of like refocus my attentions a little bit. So I like to, if I have the TV on, it's either Friends or Mythbusters, one of those two shows, because I've seen like all the episodes, and so I don't really need to pay attention, but just having the noise on in the background. The only thing that's been different is lately it's been the Ink Master, because it's been creatively inspiring. But other than that, I just, there's something about when it comes to tattoos, like I don't want to get anybody's name tattooed on me. I don't want to get anybody's face tattooed on me. So I feel the same way about my artwork because it's very personal to me. I don't like to get my own artwork. If other people want to get my artwork tattooed on them, that's fantastic. I love that. I love seeing people's tattoos of my artwork. That is like one of the biggest honors an artist can have, is to somebody say, "Hey, I got your work tattooed on me." That's amazing.
It's like plus 10 artist ability you get for every tattoo someone gets of your artwork. It like makes you even better as an artist.
Oh, it's totally. I mean, it warms this old heart of mine. It's just an amazing feeling when somebody tells you that. There was somebody who I can't remember who sent it to me, but somebody had their artwork tattooed, had my artwork tattooed on them, but they didn't send it to me. Somebody else sent it to me, and so I saw this picture of it was one of the F-13 pictures over here. They had tattooed on them, and I was like, "Oh, that's freaking amazing!" And it's kind of like, I want to know who this person is so I can shower them with love. But yeah, so my personal self, I don't get my own artwork tattooed, and I don't get design. I leave it all up to the tattoo person. I'm like, you guys, you're the pros when it comes to this kind of thing. You do your thing, and I promise not to be one of those pain in the ass clients.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, David. I know you're super busy because we've got so much going on. But thank you for taking the time to do this live with us, and thank you once again for all your dedication to the fans, the Fiends, the Sworns, and your artwork keeps getting better, and it's just amazing. You bring so much joy and excitement, and in this crazy time, it's great to see artwork that's fun and can take people away on a fantasy. Do you have anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, I just thank you guys, everyone at Coffin Comics. I thank all the fans. You guys are amazing. Like I said, I wouldn't, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be doing this. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love every one of you. And I'm very thankful that you guys are coming out to support this artist celebration, because for me, it's another one of those really important benchmarks for my career. So I thank you guys for coming out and supporting it. Peace.
Awesome.
Love, metal,
Well, that wraps
everyone.
it up. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you later. Go to coffeecomicsshop.com. Pick up what you can before it gets sold out. And we'll see you again in the future. Sworn!